There are thousands of DOS games. Most of them are terrible. I play one selected at random with a 20-minute time limit and record it live. This is the result. Epix presents an AVM something of Chips Challenge. Now, a lot of you might actually remember Chips Challenge for a completely different version. This is the DOS version, and it was most famous for being part of the Microsoft Games Pack for Windows 3.1 and 3.11. And I've only ever played the Windows version briefly, so let's give it a go. Nerdy Chip McCallahan suddenly stops eating lunch. Melinda the Mental Marvel is sitting down next to him. Uh-oh. Melinda smiles. Chip, she says, if you've finished the challenge, you can join our computer club. The Bitbusters. Chip has been a distant admirer of Melinda for a long time. Chip crunches his bag of pretzels and gulps. I'll do it. Come on, Chip. Unfortunately, Chip, we are in control of you, so I don't think it's going to go so well. I'm notoriously poor at platformers, but the one thing I'm even worse at is puzzle games. And this is a puzzle game, so let's give it a go and see if we can figure it out together. Okay, level 1. So you've got a wee code there. You've got some nice MT32 music. That's nice. Got a time limit and a life limit. And there's wee Chip in the middle. Collect chips to get past the chip socket. Use keys to open doors. He's controlled by the arrow keys. Let's just pick up those chips. So if we have a red key, that'll take us to a red door. And we'll get that chip. That's my color blindness kicking in. So that opens that door. See, it's very simple. I'm saying this because I figured it out. And if I can figure it out, you can figure it out. So we have all the necessary keys required. Let's just open up some doors and get some chips. Oh, well, that's simple. That's easy. And that's how a tutorial level should be. Right, we've none left. So let's get past this bit block thing. Yep. And into the warp. What? Yowzer! First try! And we got time bonus, level score, and total score. Okay. Lesson 2. Okay, this is where it all goes wrong, by the way. Push blocks into water to make dirt. Watch out for monsters. Oh no. Well, Chip needs his chips first. So, do we push it down here? Ah, right. Then push it across, and that makes dirt. And I've messed this up already. Alright, so the dirt is converted. Right. But unfortunately I've run out of blocks, so I'll have to kill myself. Oops! So, what we need to do is we need to push that down there. It's a spatial awareness puzzle. I wonder, can you push the blocks onto dirt, or do you need to convert them? Oh, so I've messed up. Sweet. So if it's dirt, then you can't push it on. So Chip needs to push down the dirt and make it a thing like that. Okay, well done, Chip. Okay, we have... Oh god, there's spiders there. Right. Now, are they gonna walk in? Right. They're walking into a specific way. So we just have to avoid them. Chip's left 0. So we can move on. Go Bitbuster! I am the Bitbuster. Everything's on fire! Magnet for force floors, heat shield for fire, water shield for water, cleats for ice. Okay. So, we need the water shield for the fire. Oops. Well, that didn't work. So, water shield for water. Ah, so the water doesn't put out the fire. It allows you to walk on water. Right. And that doesn't seem to go away, which is nice. And then, what are the cleats for again? Cleats for ice. Ah. And now we've got our fire shield. We better take the... yes, we'll take that. And now we can walk on the fire to get the magnet. Ah, you see, we're figuring this out. Okay. Now, where is the bit thing? That's the question. Chip, do you know where the bit thing is? We have time. We'll just wander around. There it is. Oh, easy peasy. Go, Bitbuster! Chip's a very intelligent young fella, even when being controlled by me. Lesson 4. The blue button controls the tanks. Uh-oh. The green button toggles walls. Sometimes things are hidden under blocks. Alright. Alright, so... you toggle between... like that. That makes sense, I think. It reminds me of Portal a little, but obviously it predates Portal by a lot. You're altering your environment in order to get places, and that makes sense. Okay, we've got all the chips there. And what do we want the tanks to do? All right, shift them out of the way, because they're in the way. Tanks, you're in the way. I guess you could say tanks very much, but you shouldn't. That's a stupid thing to say. So it's all about toggling to sort your environment out. What's this? Oops. Oh, no. So I have to start from scratch again. That's annoying. So there was an unseeable thing, some sort of fire thing underneath there, and there was no way. It feels a bit cheap doing that. I mean, it's teaching you. It's like, hey, if you do this, you'll mess up. Be aware of your environment. But how can I be aware of the environment if I can't even see it? Poor old Chip, he's got glasses, but even he can't see that, you know? He's only human. So there we go, we're moving them out of the way. And the problem now, as we'll soon discover, is that I've forgotten which one of those blocks contained the fire thing. Was it the middle one? I think it was the middle one. Let's move that out of the way. And yes! Well done, Chip. We did it. Eventually. Go, Bitbuster! Okay. Is this going to be the one where I feel the red button controls the clone machine, the brown button opens traps, and I have no chips left, so... Oh, so we can't get that red key. Red button controls the clone machine. And then... Right, we've altered that. We'll quickly... Right, we've changed the speed of it. So that means we can get the key now. We'll wait for it to fire again. We now have a red key. This is where we die, by the way. Okay, there's a pile of bombs there. I feel like I'm playing Minesweeper. Okay. How am I? Oh, right. So, do I... Oh, I've trapped myself. So that was a trap. But how was I to know that that was a trap? You know, I just looked at the bombs and thought, well, that's clearly a trap. I should not have bothered going round there. I should have just completed the level because I didn't have to get any more chips. Oh well. Gonna run out of time. Will it give me another level if I run out of time? Let's find out. Out of time. Hey, it does. Right. So we don't have to collect any chips in this level. So that's why the chips... It wasn't a life thing. I was being stupid. Which is not that surprising. Okay. We've changed that. To the... Hey! We changed it to not fire at all. We are doing better than previously. Excellent. We'll just head through here. Activate that there. Activate that there. Blow up that. And we're through. We got there eventually. Code. We'll not worry about the codes. Blue walls may be fake. Some invisible walls never appear. There can be extra chips. I think I'll leave it there. You get the idea. Chips challenge. It's one of those games that does exactly what it says on the tin, you know? It gives you a set of rules that you have to adhere to, little logical rules as you wander around trying to sort of, you know, guide Chip through a maze-like structure. And yeah, that was quite fun. I'd put that on a par with, you know, the likes of Lemmings and so on. Very entertaining, very Moorish. And I could probably play a lot more of that. And that's coming from somebody who doesn't particularly like puzzle games. So kudos to it, you know. I can see why there was hype around it, you know, that it has its fans, and there's a number of re-releases on Steam, I believe, that everyone was going bonkers over. So yeah, Chips Challenge. If you like puzzle games, and you like moving a little man around, then yeah, this is neat. This is fun. Give it a go. And if you like me praising puzzle games, I think this is the first time I've done it. So you might want to check out my other videos though. I do praise other games on occasion. I play some real turkeys as well. And if you like what you see, you can hit the old subscribe button, you know. Cheerio.